Okay, welcome to the third episode on how to make a pixel art turn-based RPG game in Unity, or how to have a very long title, which means almost nothing, and you have to say it every time, which is also cool. But here we are going to be making a quick script to change the size of our sprites. As you can see here, our sprites are too big for the screen, and we have like this small bar here, which are the foot of the sprite above it, and assuming the pixels are not correct. This should be smaller. So to do that, we have this pixel size that we calculated on the previous episode, and we are going to be using it. So first I'm going to be adding a component . I'm going to be calling it pixel art script. We are going to be using C# to do our scripting. So now we have our script in the assets folder. I'm going to be putting it on my source code. Okay, double click on that, and we have here the code itself. So for those of you who don't know how to program things, these are the things we are using. We are using Unity engine. Collections we are not using, so we can take them off. So this is a class that has a mono behavior. This is needed to work with Unity. So we have our class pixel art script that has a mono, that inherits, is the correct word, from mono behavior. So we can use it in Unity. So as you can see here, we have some text. Okay, I'm not going to be explaining everything about programming because it would be just too boring for the people who already know. So I'm going to be just explaining a bit for people who are familiar with programming. So the first thing we have here is the start method that will be executed whenever the sprite is created. What we want here is to set the size to the correct one. So here we know that 1 pixel is 0.045 units. So I'm going to make a const So in the start method, what I want to do is get the component. If we see here in Unity, we have a component called mesh renderer, which has the materials, and inside the material there is our sprite sheet. So we want to get that sprite sheet. So we are going to get the component mesh renderer, then we are going to use the material, and under the material we are going to get the main texture. just like that. Texture, get component mesh renderer, the first material, the main texture color, the main texture. Okay, so then we will be using the texture width, which will return the pixel size, the amount of pixels of the image, like the pixel amount, multiply that by the pixel size. Same with the height. So this thing here, convert from pixels to unit size. Then we set the real size of that one. Okay, under transform, okay, we can take the transform and have local scale or loose scale. We are going to be using the loose scale just because it's the wall size. I'm going to set it to a new vector 3 width, height, and 1.0. Okay. So 1.0f. Okay, this is red only, so can I change the local scale? Okay. I don't know if I can change its size. Okay, don't worry about it. So now when we click play, our sprites change their size. Like if we have here one that's like that, click on play, size change. Okay, we want some changes to this. We want this to be executing always, like execute in edit mode. So if we have a sprite here that it's not the right color, when we go to the editor it changes, it stays like that. We don't have to worry about the size anymore. But also, this isn't the correct size. So the correct size, we have 5.76. It's 1/4 of the size because we have several rows and columns for this sprite. So the correct size would be like that. So we need to know the columns and the rows of the image. So since we said that they are going to be used as floats, I'm going to be using columns and rows. Also, Unity tells us that we should be using share material instead of material, but since we are not changing any values under the material, it's okay to use this. So then we just make our divisions here. Okay, showing us an error. Okay, I'm going to be using share material. Okay, I don't know why, but the size isn't changing, so I'm going to make some debug information. Okay, this part here, the copy here that it's bigger, doesn't have the pixel art script, so every one of our quotes should have it. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, and now we have our two sprites with the size that it really should be. It seems that the size should be a bit smaller because, as you can see, there is a bit of food right there, so maybe adjusting this bit may change that. I don't know. That looks more like a texturing problem. This right there. That might be because we don't have enough precision to make this work. But here you go. Now they have the size that they need. We can change the amount of rows, columns. If we do that, the size will change. Again, if you have a problem with this that doesn't change properly, just click and play. Stop it, and it should take the appropriate size. And that's it for now. Next time I'll try to make some lighting systems, and then we can go to animations and make something out of that. So subscribe for more. Links below in the description box if you want to follow me or ask me any questions. You can also use the comments down below. Other than that, have a good day.